o'clock in the capital city. Yes, I'm your girl, Lady Cherie, on this gorgeous Tuesday. Yes. The 19th of October. Fall is here. It is time now to go live Studio B with To The Point. That's with Felicia Tripp. And, of course, Joanna Archie. That's the way they roll on your number one station, 90.1 FM Wmpr. So keep it locked, keep it lit and loaded to The Point on 90.1 FM Wmpr.
So let the record play. I love the way it makes your body move. Sounds so good to me. Reminds me of you. But when the record plays a melody, love fills up the room. Sounds so good to me. This one's for me and you. Girl, we came so far and beat out all the odds.
I got 3 minutes.
They never thought we'd make it, but I knew it from the start. So let's celebrate, 'cause we got it good. Our flags are going down in history. Feels just like we won the lottery. So baby, put that glass down and turn the music up, baby. It's like these words were written just for the two of us. Do you remember that day in September when we found this one's for you? So let the record play. I love the way it makes your body move. Your body move. Sounds so good to me. Reminds me of you. And when the record plays a melody, love fills up the room. Fills up the room. Sounds so good to me. This one's for me and you. Let it play, let it play, let it play. This one's for my baby.
It's for my
Let
boo.
it play, let it play, let it play. This one's for me and you. Let it play, just for me and you, girl. Let it play, let it play, yeah. So baby, put that glass down and turn the music up. It's like these words were written just for the two of us. Do you remember that day in September? Baby, when we fell, this one's for me and you. So let the record play. I love the way it makes your heart go. Sounds so good to me. Reminds me of you.
Y'all got the headphones.
Sounds so good to me. This one's for me and you.
1 minute.
We're gonna sit back down, just the glass
Got no earbuds. Come on. Oh yeah, in the background, this is Johnny Gill featuring New Edition. This is one for me and you on 90.1 FM WNPR. It's To The Point. Get ready, get ready, get ready. And now we're gonna go live to Studio B with your host, Miss Felicia Tripp.
Hello and good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to The Point. It's your girl Felicia Tripp, and right by my side is Joanna Archie. Yes, Joanna Archie finally came back. You know, I'm gonna chastise Lady Cherie, did you chastise
I wanted to.
ma'am? Did you chastise her
Not this time. I let her slide this time.
for this MIA stuff? She got the nerve to take care of her son, overtake us.
I have to work. I'm working for the state of Mississippi now.
Well, let me ask you this while you're working for the state of Mississippi. Did you get to any of these Jackson State festivities in the state of Mississippi?
I did not, because like I always say, I am not a Tiger fan. I am not a Tiger fan. No.
Now see, that's what you not. See, you starting to show I'm wrong. Do we have a priest in the house to go ahead and cast out these evil spirits in which this young lady is trying to?
I am not a Tiger fan, but nor am I a hater. Jackson State is doing big things right now. I am loving that Coach Prime, what he's doing for the school, and it's just flowing off into the city. This weekend, with all the festivities going on, the homecoming, that game brought in how many people? How many people?
Over 55,000 people inside the stadium, and that's not counting who was outside for tailgating.
Right, and then I'm hearing that the city brought in, just off Jackson State alone, $5 million.
Over $5 million. I mean, so there was a big boost in revenue to restaurants, to the hotels.
Hotels were packed out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Clubs, a lot of parties going on. I didn't get to enjoy any of those type of festivities, but they had a wonderful parade. A lot of good stuff to talk about with this. So that is part of the Coach Prime effect. So I am absolutely enthusiastically, what's another long word I can use to talk about all this joy inside. But yeah, I am so happy.
He's doing big things, and I just see a change coming. I just hope that he stays and continue what he's doing. I really do, because I just see in the future just a lot of big things coming to the city.
Well, you know, when I was younger, I was in a program. It was called the AmeriCorps Vista program. Are you familiar with that?
I am not.
So with the AmeriCorps Vista program, you go into these different areas and programs, and the goal is not for you to necessarily run the program to being at its fullest and most successful, but rather for you to lift it up and be able to pass the torch to the next person so they can keep the momentum going. So even if he leaves, I hope that when he does, the school and the city and the state are positioned such that the momentum just continues to rise and rise.
The torch.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm truly excited about this.
And not jumping, just not, jumping off the subject, but this is tying into what you just said. That's why we need people, we need leaders, we need people who are, running for office. That are getting in these leadership positions to care about the city enough to do big things for the city, to not let it be about them, but it be about the people, the city, building Jackson up. I was talking to my mom this weekend, and I was on Terry Road, and it just looked so bad. And I was thinking of three. I was thinking Terry Road. If our city leaders can get Terry Road back up and running, Highway 80 back up and running, and McDowell, I think that would just bring a big boost back to Jackson. Because don't think about those major little areas. Terry Road used to be a busy, nice area. McDowell, Highway 80 was the strip.
So let's talk about that. I often hear people say that the city of Jackson, the city needs to bring a skating rink, and the city needs to bring that. But these are businesses, and government is not really a business entity in that sense. It's not a for-profit entity. So with that being said, most cities, I'm not going to say no city, but most cities are not the ones who necessarily open these businesses, but they create situations where it is inviting and conducive to business. So what can we as the people do from the people's standpoint? What can we do, or what demand can we make of the employees that you keep referring to as leaders that I don't? These are voted in employees, okay? With a 4-year contract, with some 2-year contract with others, 6-year with some of the others. So what can we as a people, or a body of people, encourage these elected employees to do for us to make it a conducive situation and inviting for businesses?
To do their job, to do what they promised to do when they're campaigning, I heard one of our, go ahead, can they call real quick?
Welcome to the Point.
Yeah, how are you all doing this evening?
Great, and how are you?
I'm fine. One thing that I kind of hate, all this activity that went on this past weekend, and it was nice, that the people coming to town from out of town, they don't even have a mall to shop in Jackson.
Right.
That's a shame. And,
Right.
And you know, they had to go to Madison or Wmpr to the malls and everything, but we need to get that Metro Center going, because truly we need a mall on this side of 55.
Right.
I do agree with that. Thank you so much for your.
And the next, let me say this last thing. The next sad occasion is, you know, after everybody was happy after the big parade and big ball game and all of this activity, and then we had a couple of students, Jackson State students, had to get killed in a nightclub. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Yes, I did hear that there were some murders, and that was absolutely a shame. And our condolences definitely go out to the families of those who lost their lives during this time. And our prayers are to those who are injured, who are in the hospital and healing. Definitely.
But I understand that one of the students was from Indiana. Just thank the parents and sent a child down here to Jackson State.